Oh my God, that's loud. Welcome to Chili Bake Show. Hey, y'all. What's going on?
What's poppin'?
This is episode 10, a.k.a. the last episode of not episode 1, of season 1.
Yeah.
So first and foremost, shout out to me, nigga. I mean, good job, Sade. You know, I went all the way. I told myself I'm going to do 10 episodes. Going to talk to you guys about the season and kind of like all the pros and the cons and like what I learned. Ton of stuff. But man, I can't believe I did that shit.
Yo, we here. Yeah, what's up?
Strife is here, of course.
How y'all doing, peoples? How y'all doing?
Oh, man. And it's just Strife and I. So this is going to be interesting. I'll be doing a lot of talking today, which is good.
It's going to be a good conversation, though.
Right.
Yeah.
So, all right. Why the 10 episodes? So, if you guys are listening, as you know, this was like a little project of mine. And I was like, I'm going to like really put my foot in this shit. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right.
Exactly.
So
ain't no half stepping.
Exactly. So, I was like, I think I could push out like 10, 10 cool episodes or whatever. And I'm not going to lie. I wanted to kind of quit, I think kind of midway. And I was just like, man, this is a lot. But I was like, nope, I got to keep going. So
yeah.
Here we are. And I think that's really cool, man. Like that, I did what I set out to do, and I think it came out really well. I will say that a lot of people do tell me that they appreciated my rollout. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all. But I think the way it was done, I think it was cool. I don't have any regrets about it. What about you?
Nah, I mean, a lot of planning went into it, beforehand. A lot of people think that you could just get, items, set up a podcast and talk about the first thing on your mind. But in the end, there's a format, there's a flow through, there's a theme for it,
Right.
So, we definitely enjoy the fact that you guys are listening to us like throughout every single episode, But it's a lot of hard work. Shout out to everybody that was involved in it. I myself with the audio,
Strifey.
Yeah.
This is for you.
I got the phone flex bomb.
I dropped the bomb on you. Let me tell you why. So before I even get into, this whole thing, I really wanted to send out some thank yous to people that have helped me. So Strife, top of my list. You pretty much have been literally as excited about this shit as me. And I think that was really cool. Like I remember, I went to Strife and I was like, I just want to do this and blah, blah. He's an engineer. He does music for the most part. But you also mixed a podcast for Sirius for like, years.
Yeah.
So he had some background into what I was doing. And, I thought it was just so nice of you to just be like, yo, I'll do that shit with you. Like, let's do it. And you was really on me. So thank you so much. I appreciate the fuck out of you.
Not a problem.
When I first dropped the podcast, the first episode, I had a few people actually hit me up. And like, aside from the content of it, they was like, yo, that shit sounds amazing. And I was just like, really? Like, there are people who do music and stuff. So it was like, yo, that sounds amazing. Like, it sounds great. So, thank you so much, Strifey.
Not a problem.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. Next on my thank you list is my girl, Talia. Here's your bomb, girl. Listen, I'm dropping bad bombs. It's like 8 o'clock on a Saturday right now.
Yeah.
It's like 2000. No, but listen, guys. So Talia, hey, girl. Oh, my God. She's like the lifesaver, guys. So another little background. She actually works with my therapist, right? And I think she kind of partners with her and helps her do her stuff. So I was speaking to my therapist one day and I was like, yeah, I'm trying to do this podcast, but, I got the space and I got the content and I got the equipment and stuff, but I just don't have like somebody to do graphics and stuff. And me, honestly, guys, like, I'm like old school. Like I realize right now that I'm really like an old head shorty. Like I don't fuck with no computers and shit. Like I don't, like I'd pay somebody to do it. Pay somebody to do stuff like this. So, I have a full-time job. I'm very busy,
Yeah.
and starting this was already a thing. So I was like, man, like, I don't know what to do. People are like, oh, go on Fiverr, oh, do this, do that. And I'm just like, nah, like I need somebody that I can like communicate with and like
somebody
talk to
that's
and
kind of like
explain.
in-house, that
Right.
know what's going on.
Right.
Yeah.
And Cynthia, shout out Cynthia. I love you so much. She actually put me in contact with Natalia. And I saw what she was doing for her. And I was like, oh my God, like everything looks so clean and nice. And she literally was just like, this is great. I'm with it. And ever since then, like everything you guys see on Instagram, I did not do that shit. I literally was like, hey, I want these colors. Like she literally saved my life. Like if it wasn't for her, honestly, I don't think that like the rollout would have looked the way it did. You know what I'm saying? Because I just gave her like an idea, like, hey, this is, like what I want to do. Like she's, spoke to me a few times and seen me before. So I guess she kind of caught my vibe. And literally it was like from day one, it was like, yo, perfect. So thank you so much, Talia. I know you're going to listen because you got to post this for me because I can't do that either. I don't know how to do that either. Thank you so much. Like she legit, like every time it comes out, she drops everything, sends me the text. Yo, we up. Thank you so much. So shout out to you. Thank you.
Facts.
All right. Next
Who's
on my
next
thank
on the
you
list?
list. I really got to get this out because it's important. Being grateful is important. And I really do appreciate this because this was, again, just a little idea I had. But next on my thank you list is Lynn Tv Productions.
Shouts out to Lynn.
Hey, Lynn.
Shouts out to Lynn.
Okay, so Lynn is a photographer. She did all the work. As far as the images that you guys see, all these pictures got me looking like a snack. Thank you, Lynn. And again, I was like kind of at a crossroads. I didn't have a photographer. I didn't have anybody to talk to about, what I was trying to do. And, I just started hitting niggas up who I knew had cameras. Like, yo, you want to take some pictures? Because, but I think Lynn really made me take it a little bit more serious. And when I told her what I was doing, she was like, okay, so we got to do it this way. We should do this. I did that photo tour with her. And literally like everything that I wanted it to be, like she caught it. And I really appreciate the time that she took as far as like getting the stuff ready, because I knew she felt how important it was to me. So she made it important to her. So Lynn, thank you so much. Them pics is fucking fire. Okay? Nah, them shits is bomb. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And lastly, I mean, I guess that's like the crew for the most part. But lastly, want to thank all my friends who've been supportive. You guys been buying my shirts, man. Like, that's pretty dope. My shirts, by the way, they were No Limit inspired. I was like, you know what? If I'm going to make some fucking merch, I'm going to throw my ass all over that shit. I was like, yo, I want flames. You know what I'm saying? I want bottles of champagne. I want a ghost.
Back to the 2000.
Oh, well, actually, my shirt, shout out Visual Vandal. He did my shirt. Shout out to you, Queens. Okay. Thank you. He got my shirts nice and right. I'm waiting on another order right now. So shout out to you too. You helped out. But yeah, man, everybody who helped, my baby. Thank you so much, baby. I love you for doing everything in here for me. I didn't fucking touch anything. I didn't put together anything. I just stand and point. I'm a stand and point type of sis. Like, can you do that for me? They can do that for me. So thank you, honey. All right. Now, I think I got that out. Before we start, Strife, let's take a shot.
All right. Let's take a shot.
Yeah, let's take a shot. What you drinking, Strife?
We got a choice of Hennessy and You know what? I'm going to roll with the Casamigos.
I will grab that.
All right, I got you.
Okay, so
taking
guys,
a shot live.
Yeah, we're gonna just do this right here because literally it's just me and Strife in my little room here. So hopefully you guys can hear.
Busting open the Casamigos.
Little sip. We'll take a little shot together, Strifey, so I could get into the hard stuff.
Gotcha.
Pause. So, let's see.
Okay.
It's late now, too.
Yeah, give off the words of the celebration of the,
Well, listen.
Yeah.
All I'm going to say is shout out to us because we did that shit.
Facts.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay. Whew. Ready, Strife?
Oh, yeah. Of course.
All right. So, another thing I wanted to kind of talk about, which I didn't, was kind of where I got the name from. Because a lot of people ask me, like, oh, where did you get that name? And is it like Hillary Banks and Fresh Prince and blah, blah. So I'm going to tell you guys a little story about like where this came from. So, Big LA, shout out Big LA. I'm going to give him a bomb. What's up, Big LA? That's my brother.
Yo, Lamar,
episode
what's good?
1.
What's poppin'?
Do It Makes Me Happy episode. Me and Lamar grew up together, y'all. So I think y'all caught that from that episode. But me and Elle grew up together. And we have how could I put it? A very interesting group of friends. Okay. And sometimes, in the friend group, they turn up. But they turn up a little bit too much. So it gets to the point that at times, right? Like whenever Elle's around and I'm around, it's like me and him is just like in the corner being elegant, Like we're sitting there, we're talking about like clothing lines and we're talking about manifesting shit and, just being calm. So
he's one of those like
he's
motivational
just a chill
talk.
dude. Like he's mad chill. So, so I told him one day, this was years ago. And we was sitting back, we was drinking.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, Elle, like, I don't know, man. I'm just like a chill ass bitch. Like, all I know how to do is chill, bro. And he was just like, facts. Like, me too. It's just like, I was like, yo, I'm like a serial chiller.
Serial chiller.
So he's
new
like,
vocabulary.
Right. So he's like, yo, that's like the name of my gang. Like, I like serial chillers is like ASAPs, bro. Like, that's like my gang. So I was like, yo, all I know how to do is chill, bro. Like, I really just be minding my business, So I was like, but, I'm a little gangster, I'm a little elegant, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like Chillery Banks. And that's where it came from. And then I called Lamar Chill Smith.
Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah.
So then my other friend, like with our little friend group, I call him Chill Clinton. And we got Chill Cosby, Chill Bellamy. We got a whole bunch of Chillery Clinton. You feel me? So everybody's chilling.
Yeah.
So that's for the laid back people. Just as a little heads up, I thought that was a cute little fun story of where I got the name from. But I mean, if you follow me, like I've dead ass had that in my bio for like 3-4 years now.
For a good minute now.
Yeah, totally. All right. So that's just kind of where that name came from. I just like to have a good time, guys. I like to chill. Now, as far as like what this is, like what this Chillery Banks thing is. So
let the people know.
Yeah. So a lot going on, which is cool. I'm really excited that people are listening, but I'm excited also that the right people are listening, which is very important.
Yeah.
And I really want this to go somewhere else. I was saying to myself, I'm gonna do this podcast and see how it goes. And I like it. I'm having a good time. But I feel like at this point, like I dead ass want some visuals, but I just can't see myself like sitting here with a headset on in front of a mic. Like to me, that feels boring. You know?
Like seeing that visually.
Yeah, just it doesn't do anything for me. Like I don't want to sit at a table and just talk shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I could push this and do something else with it. So, if you guys kind of get the underlining story here, about the season. Of course I have some fun shows, like, just me kind of shooting a shit with my peoples and stuff. But a lot of the underlying storyline of everybody that I bring on the show is that, my friends went from something to nothing, whatever it was. Whether it was Lamar, coming from, foster kid, being in the Air Force, creating a career for himself. or whether it was John, who, he worked in a library, worked at Taco Bell, and now he owns his own financial advisor company. You know what I'm saying? DJ, shout out to DJ. You know what I mean?
DJ?
Coming from where he come from in Englewood, and now he's, all over,
Yeah.
So the whole point of this and the whole point of kind of what I stand by and what I believe is, I love a motivated underdog. Like, that's my shit. I like people who work. I like people who go for what they want in their life.
And they also take risks too.
And they take risks.
Yeah.
And there's no regrets, And I think that's a lot, it has a lot to do with kind of like my story and who I am. I spent the last 9 episodes. Oh shit, I just had deja vu. Holy shit. I literally spent the last 9 episodes talking about my friends and who they are.
Yeah.
And kind of how they came from something to nothing. Getting to know them. So
Yeah.
I think it's only fair that this episode is about you guys getting to know me. So Here we go. I think that's fair. I share a little here and there,
The intro is the outro.
The intro is the outro.
Yeah.
That's it. And really, like, when I do kind of go through this, because I'm just going to really talk to you guys about, who I am, where I came from, and, me being a mom early, and making that shit work, and kind of like where I'm at today. I want people to relate to what I'm saying. And I think that it's a good time because, had I talked about my life 10, 20 years ago, well, not 20, but, 10 years ago, probably it wouldn't have slapped the same. I'm at a good space right now where it's beneficial for somebody out there, right? So I'm from Queens, which you guys already know. Well, I hope you know. I hope you know I'm from Queens. I was born in Jamaica.
Yeah.
I was born in the mid to late 80s. Okay. My parents are from Baisley, on Foch and Scarborough, I think. Something like that. And yeah, they grew up there. My mother's Black. My father's white and Puerto Rican. And I have 2 sisters. So we lived out there for a while. We lived on Sutphin, above some store at the time. I don't know. Isn't there a name for that?
I forgot the name of the store. You talking about on Scarborough Fox?
No, not the store. I'm talking about like the name of the apartments. Like, it's called something when you have an apartment like above something.
Oh,
whatever.
I know what you're talking about. I
Whatever.
forgot the name.
Maybe I'm drunk. But anyway, so we lived at this store, or above this store rather.
Yeah.
And, she was crazy. Like, my dad, he had a city job, my mom too. Like, so, they was just like, yo, let's get the fuck up out of here. So we dipped. We moved to the other side of Queens, and it was a very mixed neighborhood. Now, here's the thing. I think that, like, my parents' mindset was like, yo, let's get out the hood, right?
Yeah.
And let's go to like this nicer neighborhood because they're like, oh, there's no crime. But no matter where you are, there's something going on. Now, in my neighborhood, there wasn't too much violence, right? Like, nobody was really like that, all right? Like, that's just what it is. But people did dibble and dabble in a lot of drugs,
Yeah.
So there wasn't like violence, but there was like a lot of drug shit going on. I remember like 11, 12, 13, like going to the park and niggas fucking sniffing coke off the bench, like no problem. Like no problem, just in everybody's face, right? So that was like really weird to navigate through young because I was just like, when I moved out there, I was like, oh, we're in a nice neighborhood. We got a house now.
It's not as nice as you
right.
think.
And now I'm like, oh, nah, y'all niggas is bugging. So thankfully, like, I never dibble and dabbled in any of that stuff.
Yeah.
I've never done the hard stuff. It's not really my thing.
I wouldn't be Chillery Banks type of vibe.
That's not chill shit to me.
No.
Like, it's just not show to me.
Yeah.
I don't want to be, I don't need to be like that. I'm cool with my little, you know what I'm saying? My little drinky drink,
Yak,
my little yak, and I'm on my business. But yeah, so, my neighborhood, I was also like one of the only girls, so I got, a little dude in me, because I had to keep up with them. But I did meet a friend, my homegirl Alejandra. Hey, girl, I think I talked about her before. She moved across the street from me and her got tight. So it was very much like cliquey in my neighborhood. So, time goes by and I was always like a outside kid, right? So like my stoop, like my porch was the meetup. I had the crib.
Yeah.
So everybody would come. We'd be out there all night. So I'm just meeting a lot of people and like things were moving really fast. And at the time, I wound up getting into high school and, middle school was cool. Oh, you know what? Let me backtrack. One thing I want to point out is in elementary school, I was actually a very good writer. I used to write poems and that was my shit.
Oh, right.
I used to win little awards and stuff for my poems. So I always liked to write. Moving forward, that actually translated into me like writing music. Did I let you hear my shit?
That's a smooth transition from poems to music.
Right, because I liked music. And this was like back in the day where like you get like the instrumentals on the CD and you just like sit in a park with your CD player. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, of course.
I was guys, like I was really a rapper for like 4 years. I was really a rapper.
What was your rap name? Your rap name should have been Chili Banks, though. That would have been fire.
It was ahead of my time. Okay, so I did not have a rap name. My rap name was just Sade.
Yeah.
But this is like, like we had the internet, but niggas really wasn't like, fucking with the internet. Like people was passing out CDs and shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
This is like CD time. So, I'm be honest with y'all. Like I really used to be like on some of y'all, I'm in the studio. I'm writing. You know what I'm saying? I'll give somebody $1,000 if they could find my mixtape. I swear to you. I had 3 mixtapes, y'all. I was in a group. I had 3 mixtapes. I was working on my solo mixtape.
Yeah.
I performed like 3 times back in the day. And I never really, you want to know, like, and here's the thing, and it's going to kind of tie into like the point of all of this, which is that I've done so many things and just have been too afraid to put it out.
Yeah.
Because I was just like so concerned with how people would receive it.
Yeah.
And I think that the biggest part of why I felt like that too was like when I had my daughter. So, all right, y'all. If you know me, you know this. To say no fucking secret. I had my daughter very young. I had my daughter in high school. And, when I had her, first of all, people were young. So I can't really fault anybody for their opinions and things like that. But
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like hindsight, right? Can't really fault anybody. But what I am going to say is that at the time, y'all was mean as shit. But it's cool. It's cool. A lot of people don't realize that aside from like, me just like having my child, like I'm still a human, I'm still a woman. So I'm still dealing with my body changing. I'm dealing with all of this stuff.
All that in one.
Plus, I'm dealing with high school shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a lot to deal with. Especially like, walking, through the halls and people are looking at you and they're, you know what I'm saying? Like you can see like everybody's like, oh, or at least that's how I felt at the time. Maybe it wasn't like that, but that's just how I felt at the time. After I had my daughter, which by the way, I have a surprise for you guys later. But anyway, when I had my daughter, this was also the beginning to like how I started looking at people, right?
Oh yeah, you definitely see that.
Yeah, because people show their ass. So I remember, it wasn't something that, I announced. You feel me?
Nah,
like it was more of like a family thing. Like I was, I had a baby. So, it was just crazy because like shortly after that, like when I brought her home, mind you, I live in a neighborhood, there's houses everywhere, people, So I guess it was, oh shit, Sade brought the baby home, right? Yo, when I tell you the like weird nigga shit, bro, like people started just like popping up to my crib, ringing a bell.
Yeah.
Like, oh, hey, I was just checking on Sade. Like, is she okay? Oh, can we come in? Like, just weird shit.
Yeah.
And this is before like the cell phones and like the pictures and shit like that. But
That's
like
why it was coming
literally
over.
coming to try to see, or like, you know, they'll have like a little disposable, like, oh, let's take a picture. Like, I see what y'all niggas is doing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, you're not trying to
Right.
have that. Yeah.
Exactly. But whatever, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, we're young. And you know, me looking at my daughter when she was that age, and I'm like, damn, like, you know, now I get it. you know, like people was just, you know, they was doing what they was doing. But it was something that I didn't realize bothered me so much until later on.
Later, yeah. Because later on you realize what it was.
Yeah.
You know, like at the moment you was like irritated, but then like,
or really what it wasn't. Maybe like honestly, like
or you know
I
what
was
it
young
is?
at the time, so it's like I couldn't really navigate my feelings
like you
either.
you probably was like annoyed by it at the time, but then when you got older, you kind of knew the meaning behind that, and then it made you upset. It's like
I don't fault nobody. I don't fault nobody because we was young.
No, you can only trust them to, you know, act on their actions.
People
you know
gonna do what they do. Like, and this is like another kind of like catalyst as to why I think the way I think about people.
Yeah.
Right. So, you know, at the end of the day, me having my daughter, it wasn't like, you know, I mean, it was breaking news to some, I guess, but I had sex, guys. Like that. That's all it was.
I mean, back in 2000, if there was another way, you found some new shit. So
that's bottom line, you know. But either way, you know, there was like crazy rumors. Like, bro, I heard the craziest shit about myself. I was like, damn, I did that? Oh my God, crazy. Like just and some of them were like really fucking mean, you know. But most of them were mean. But again, you know, we was young, but it was always uncomfortable, you know. But also at the same time, I think this is also like a big part of where like my motivation came from, because my mindset at the time was like, yeah, I'm gonna show y'all. Like,
I mean,
I'm gonna show you. Like, watch.
Yeah, I'm glad that you got the confidence out of that. You know, because most people
you gotta dig for it though, because it's hard. It's very easy to have people beat you up.
Because most people are like hive-minded, so it's like if they hear about one person and something happens, and then they're just like, yo, you know what? She's probably like this, or she probably like this. It's like a dude who, let's say, lost in the fight. They're like, you know what? He's probably soft. Yo, let's just take his lunch in school or something like that.
They'll fuck with you if you keep letting people fuck with you.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, like I said, I think too, like if anybody has any sense, regardless of, you know, how old I was when I had my child, like I had a child, you know, and now that you know, these people are also adults, they have children, and you see the struggles that you're going through as an adult. You know, you see how hard it is as an adult. You know, imagine, you know, and one thing, and I'm going to get into a conversation I had with my friend that really kind of woke me up about that. I'll get back to that in a second. But yeah, so I mean, after that, I was just like, you know, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know what type of person I really am. You know what I'm saying? Like I could really go there. I could do whatever the fuck I said I want to do. So I remember at the time, you know, like my parents, like more of like family conversation. It was like, hey, you know, like, do you want to, you know, like get on welfare? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? And not that there's anything wrong with it, but I was just like, nah, you know, like I told my mom, I was like, yo, you know, I got 10 fingers, 10 toes. Ain't nothing wrong with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My schedule just gonna have to be a little bit tighter. You know, she's like, you know, food's expensive, milk is expensive. True. So I got a job at the supermarket.
Yeah.
Okay. So we need food and milk. All right, cool. And I started working. Oh my gosh, it was, I don't even think it's open anymore. It used to be A&P. Remember A&P?
I haven't seen the A&P supermarket in a while.
Oh, I know. Then it was Wallbounds. So I think when I started working there. You don't remember Wallbounds?
I remember it. I don't know if it's still there.
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, I think they're closed.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's no more wall bounds. Like, there's no more Caldor. Remember Caldor?
Nah, see, you got
Wait,
me
was
there.
it called Caldor? Or was it? Oh my God, I'm confusing myself. Was it called Caldor the store? Or is that no, that spray? Calgon.
Nah.
Calgon.
You got me.
My auntie bought me that shit every year.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, so then I started working at the supermarket, y'all, and I was like making my little money, getting my little 10-15% off, whatever, on my shit. And I was going to school. But honestly, like at that time, again, I was really young. So it's like my mindset was like, oh man, like once I turn 18, like it's over for me. Like, you know.
Everybody always think like that magic number's like 18, then
I know, like you just think 18
magical
is
thing
like,
happens.
right. And like life just changes. So I was really trying to like do the most before. I remember when I had her, right? Oh my gosh, let me tell you guys. Sorry to backtrack, y'all. But when I had her, so I went to the doctor and he was like, yo, like her legs are closed. Well, the baby's legs are closed. We can't tell what it is. So I'm like, all right, I guess I'll just find out, right? So they was like, we can manually push her or you can just do the C-section. I was like, give me the C. Right, just give it to me. Because they was like, if they turn to it, would be like 50-50 chance of umbilical cord, So I was like, yeah, we ain't even gonna go there. So I remember, I think it was like maybe like 2 weeks, like 2 or 3 weeks before my due date. And I had this dream, mind you. Oh my God, I'm gonna mention this later too. I was gonna name my daughter some totally other ghetto shit. And I had this dream like before I had her. And I was like sitting in this field, right, y'all? And I'm sitting Indian style. And it was literally like, it was so weird because like I was in my dream. I was in my dream.
Word.
But I could feel like warm. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like the sun was hitting me. There was like not a cloud in sight. Like, it was just beautiful. Like green grass, bright blue sky, sun, like little white clouds, but nothing crazy. So in the dream, right, I started levitating. And I started, going up in the sky.
Yeah, floating.
Right, I started floating. So I go up in the sky and then I land on this little cloud. So now I'm sitting Indian style on this cloud. And these little baby blocks start popping up. And they have like letters on them. Like a baby box that has letters. Yeah. So, Natalia, boom. That shit just starts popping up like right in my face. And then on each side of the name, there was a little teddy bear and they both had pink bows. Right? So, and they just floated for a little bit and then boom. This is a
very vivid dream.
I tell this story all the time. Like, because this is literally how I got my daughter's name.
Yeah.
So, so I got up and, oh my God, I just like wrote that shit on I remember it was a yellow piece of paper, like a yellow notepad paper. I wrote it and I stuffed it in my drawer, my top drawer on the right. Boom, popped it right there. I was like, yo, if I have a girl, I'm going to just name her that.
Yeah.
I totally forgot what the name was. I was just like, whatever that is, right? Because I saw it in a dream. If I had a boy, I had a name for a boy, but not a girl. So I think it was maybe like 4 days before my due date. Mind you, I had no pain my whole pregnancy. It was a very easy pregnancy. Like I didn't have no pain. I had no morning sickness. I was just pregnant, my nigga. Like I was just chilling. So it was like 4 days before my due date and then excruciating fucking pain. I never had a surgery in my life. This is my first surgery ever. And I go to the doctor and she's like, yo, you're like 9 centimeters dilated. You have to go right now.
Oh, yeah.
And all I remember is, I don't know why they didn't call us an ambulance. We wound up taking a cab. And it was like one of those black town car cabs. And this motherfucker
ambulance just cost money.
Yeah.
But I don't know who called it.
But we got insurance. Why they didn't cover my ride? They doing the most. But anyway, so we fucking called this stupid cab. And because we wasn't far, by the way. Just, we wasn't far. Yeah. But anyway, I just remember like my uterus, like that shit was just, it felt like somebody was like tap dancing with like knives on their shoe. Like it was the worst pain ever.
Yeah.
I get to the hospital and I just immediately fall out. Like I just fell like on the floor. Boom, popped her out. They was like, it's a girl. I was like, okay, great. I was like, oh, great. They brought her over. My mom was in the room with me. My mom is like hysterical. Oh my God. Oh, she's doing her grandma thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, she looked just like me. Now, if y'all see my daughter, bro, it looks like, well, there's like a saying. It's like, it looked like you spit in her face. Like, she looked just like me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's your mini-me.
Yo, it really is. We call my dad, and my dad's like on his way, right? So he's like rushing. And my pops is a very like fidgety dude. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, oh, hold on, wait. So then I said, Daddy, there's a piece of yellow paper in my drawer. Can you just bring it? Because they keep asking me, like, what's her name? What's her name?
And you forgot the name, but you wrote it down.
I didn't know the name. So he brought it, and then he gave it to me. And like 2 hours later, I think, I got out the room. And I remember being wheeled out. Mind you, I'm on all these meds.
Yeah.
And I remember being wheeled out. I see my Auntie Joyce. Hey, Auntie Joyce. Say Uncle Mars. Love y'all. I see my Auntie Joyce there. She was like, Shasha, you okay? And then my Uncle Mars, he's like, Froggy, I love you, Froggy. Right? Who else was there? I think my sister was there. And then my dad it was like a movie. My dad was last. And he's like, what did you name her? And I was like, Natalia. And then I remember them wheeling me off. He was like, oh, thank God it wasn't Shaquita or some shit.
Oh, gosh.
He was like, oh, I was scared. And I was like, this fucking asshole. So yeah, guys. So then, I took her home, and that was like, my new normal.
Yeah.
But what I do want to say is that, I think now that my daughter's like super grown now, just looking back, I'm like, damn, like there were so many things that somebody could have said to me or helped me with instead of, just like being judgmental or, like throwing like a shame on it. Because I feel like at the end of the day, people have kids early, bro. Like your fucking grandma probably had 7 kids by the time she was 20. You know what I'm saying? So like, don't treat these girls differently because of their situation. Because at the end of the day, they are still raising children.
Plus, every situation is different.
Yeah, every situation is different. Like, you really don't know what somebody going through. You know what I mean? You want to say something?
No.
Oh, I thought I was about to cut you off.
No, I was going to say that's a fact.
My bad.
I was going to say that's a fact.
So now like more to the adult part of my life. Another thing that I really wanted to touch on was, just like kind of some of the things that I've learned throughout my time, and really kind of explain like where I am, how I got there, and really to motivate somebody to understand that, I probably named a million things that could have like broke me down. You know what I'm saying? But, I'm just not like that. Like there's been a million things that was in my way that I smashed through because fucking like that. Now, all right. So like I mentioned before too, I did my little music thing. I was really concerned about what people would say about it. I didn't push it, but I will tell you, I was thinking about releasing it.
Yeah.
Just because it's fucking funny. But no, it really is really good. But anyway, so after that, I started working on Wall Street. Hey, John. We talked about it in episode 2. I was there for a little bit of time. At that time, I had a boyfriend. And I moved into my first apartment. Now, like, we didn't live together, but he paid my rent. And he would come, now and again. I was with that person for like 8 years, y'all. I was in a relationship from 16 to 24. Which is crazy. 16 to 24, I was with one guy. Now, I was young. I had a baby. So it was feeling very family-esque, right? And like, even at that time, I was like, all right, but like, what we doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Moving in with somebody, I've lived with, I lived really, really with one guy, but I like kind of lived with another. It wasn't too long.
Yeah.
I was just maybe like 3-4 months. But, living with a dude is like a big step, especially like having kids and stuff like that. I didn't introduce him to my daughter until a little while
Much
after
later,
we met.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's always like you got to make sure it's like the right person.
Exactly.
Or at least as much as that, they're the right person. That relationship, what I will say is I learned a lot from that relationship. What I learned was that I will always get my own money. True story. I learned that I will always get my own money. He was very generous, really nice. I remember there was times where he'd be like, don't work, just keep going to school. I'll pay for school. And, as tempting as that sounds, I was like, yeah, you don't have to pay for school. I have a kid. I'll get all types of grants.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was just like the control aspect of it.
Oh,
you know what I
okay.
mean? I can't ask a nigga to give me money to get my nails done. Like stuff like that. I just can't do it.
You'd be surprised how many chicks who ask that with no problem.
Yeah. I mean, listen, shout out to y'all. But you gotta be rich. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't have like a regular nigga sit me down. Like, you can't sit me down.
I feel you. Because it's just
Stripe hates when I start my city girl shit.
Nah, I mean
Stripe is really looking at me like, bitch.
I get where it's coming from, because at the end of the day, it's all about like perception. So if you can get it yourself, it's not gonna be as respected. Where it's like, all right, if another dude gets something like major, where it's like, all right, he's making like $300K, $400K, or like, $500,000. Then it's just like, all right, you know what? You doing something where I want to go. So like, if you covering all this for me, you gonna tell me sit down? All right, I'll sit down.
Well, listen,
I mean,
we broke up. I moved back home. It is what it is. I went to college for a little bit. I was studying for criminal justice, actually.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be a correction officer so bad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Do you
glad
remember?
that, no, do I?
Yeah. I was like really feet out to be a CEO. My family has like a background, but, that's really kind of all I knew. So I was just like, yo, I got to be the police.
I'm so glad that you did not choose that. Because I remember when you was telling me this, you was like, yo, I'm going to be a CEO. I said, where? Like, yo, I think go to like Rikers or something. I'm like, yo, that shit is fucking intense. Like,
yeah, it definitely is intense. I mean, I went through the process too. Like,
yeah.
I went through the process and something slowed me down where I needed some extra paperwork or I forgot something little.
Yeah.
But after you fuck up once, like you can never get back in touch with these people again. But at the very same time, I got my job in finance. So I was in a relationship. I was with somebody for like 2 years, 2.5 years. We were really good friends. And, I cared about him a lot. Like that was really somebody that I considered more than a friend, but mainly my friend. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that I feel like kind of ruined that relationship was when I started to take my career a little bit more seriously. And I started really pushing into, being at work all the time. And, I gotta get this money, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This bread. I would come home late, because I'm in the office. I'm going crazy. At this time I was going crazy. Now, let me also tell you guys something. So, I've worked in salons too for like 6 years. I mentioned that before. And I just kind of stumbled into my career right now. But one of the main reasons why I did this was because it was an opportunity for me, my daughter, obviously, and for us to really be on our own. So, when you're a female as well and you start making some money, you know what I'm saying? They will really twist his face at you. You feel me? Because now, all of that other, deep rooted inside shit, now that shit start to fucking come out. Meanwhile, I was cool. I was like, yo, this is great. I could help more, and that's
not
that.
A lot of guys feel that way because it's a power dynamic. Like, for instance, if a dude got a chick that is making just as much as him and y'all building together,
I don't
that's
think
wonderful.
that matters. I feel like women's money, it matters, but it doesn't. Because you got chicks out here that straight up just don't want to work, period.
Yeah, that is
you
true.
feel me? So if your bitch is bringing in something money, like don't complain. You know what I'm saying? You got some help. There's some niggas out here stressed. They don't got no help.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it was really like, I'm gonna be honest with you. It was really like the highlight of my life. Aside from having my child, of course. But like the highlight of like my personal life, I was like, oh shit. Like I just turned the fuck up.
Yeah.
Now, just to kind of explain what I mean by I turned the fuck up was, this job I was working at before, mind you, I was going to school, it wasn't really paying me too much. I think honestly, that year, bro, I didn't make shit. I was like, what the fuck? Like, what am I doing here? Why am I waking up at 4 or 5 in the morning every day? Like, I'm not even making shit. I went to this other job. I started really putting my foot in the game over here. And honestly, like, my income gap from that last year to this first year here was over $100,000. So, my income like quadrupled in a year. You feel me? And at the time, I was thinking of it as like, yo, this is great. Because he wanted to go back to school. And I was like, in my mind, I was like, yo, this is perfect. Like I could hold down more. You feel me?
While
now
he in
you get a
school.
break, you go to school. Like, this is great. Bro, it didn't even get to my first check. Like
he just wasn't having it.
It was too crazy. And in the midst of that, we was kind of like rocky anyway. So, I wound up dealing with somebody after that. Which I'm gonna just say this.
Okay.
I shouldn't have fucked with him. Okay. I just shouldn't have fucked with him. But the reason why I'm telling this story is because, I really went from like the highest point in my life to the darkest point in my life. And it was literally like overnight. And it was like really fucked up. So all I'm going to say is that, people are dealing with their own demons, right? People are dealing with their own shit. And a lot of the time, when people see me or speak to me, it's like, it's constant good vibes because I usually am upbeat. But I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like, it was really like a good year that I was really in the dumps. And it was, due to a situation that I was in. And, again, looking hindsight, it was probably something I shouldn't have entertained, right? But I was with somebody, who ended up being real foul to me. And, it really hurt my feelings. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was really dead hurt. Like, I'm not going to fucking sugarcoat it. I was devastated, okay? And it got to the point where, my thing is like, things happen in relationships, right? But what bothered me the most is that it kind of brought me back to a place, kind of like in high school when I had my daughter.
Yeah.
Like that all eyes on you, that rumor stuff. And it was just really difficult for me to like process, especially because I'm a grown ass woman. Like, why the fuck am I going through this shit?
Yeah, it's like it's like you had that energy before.
Yeah, like,
you overcame
why am I
it,
doing this?
but then it's just like, damn, like, why the hell am I back here, right? Yeah.
Exactly. So needless to say, I'm the first person to tell you and to tell anybody, my like worst fear, because I feel like me and I feel like a lot of Leos too, like we just don't like humiliation. We don't like embarrassment. So it's like when you feel like that, you kind of like, you get in this weird ass space where it's like one part of you wants to prove it's wrong. But then the other part of you wants to be like, yo, fuck these niggas. Like, why I gotta explain what the fuck is going on with me to y'all, right?
Yeah.
So that was the road I took. At the same time, I noticed and I said to myself, I was like, all right, well, like this is a deeper issue because like, why am I so bothered? Right? Like, why is this bothering me so much? Like, why am I so hurt by something that really I shouldn't have like been that invested in anyway. So, I want to kind of take this conversation into more of like a self-care thing, right? Because I also feel like a lot of the times with us as a people, right? We look at things like therapy and all that stuff. Like we kind of look down on it or think like, oh, something's wrong with you.
Yeah.
But
like
when I want to,
some people kind of grow up that way too.
I
It's like,
tell everybody, and I'm like, guys.
And it's worse with the Black community too.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you going to therapy? Oh, you weak.
Yo, therapy's lit, son. I don't know who y'all talking to. You know what I'm saying? But therapy's fire. And like I told everybody, I was like, listen, it
stems from people growing up. Sometimes like as a kid, where it's like, mommy, I got the flu. Man up, you're going to school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but nah, fuck that shit. No, but that's all like in niggas' heads. Like here's the deal,
it happens
right?
to guys growing up.
I'm sure it does happen to guys growing up. I mean, it happens to women too.
Yeah.
But my thing is that like, I realized like, yo, bro, I ain't has to be here. You know what I'm saying? I was just born. I was created. I was put here. I gotta, get through this shit. And it's just like, one thing I don't like is being like not being able to control how I feel. So, like I tell everybody, I'm like, yo, therapy's awesome. And it's not because it's like, like something has to be wrong per se, because I've always wanted to like do it, but I just feel like I never had a reason to, right? Like I was like, well, nothing's wrong with me. Like I'm level-headed. Like, I can make decisions and I'm good and nothing's wrong. And you know what I mean? But after I kind of put two and two together, I was like, I'm gonna really try this shit out. So I remember one day, I was looking and I was like, yo, I'm gonna just go with somebody. I know I wanted a lady. And I was like, I'm gonna just go with somebody, like, when I see their picture, they just gonna give me good vibes, And I was just like, I wanted to see someone who was like, Black or Spanish or whatever. And I wanted somebody close, right? That I could go to after work or whatnot. So I found my lifesaver, which is Cynthia. Hi, Cynthia. This is for you. And she was right across the street from my fucking job. I was like, yes, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go over there. I'm going to go straighten it out. And I'm not going to lie, like that whole situation was really fucking bothering me. And, I felt myself like really not giving a fuck. And I was like, man, let me pull back and then get back to where I know I'm supposed to be. And I'm going to be honest with you. The first day I saw her, I was a mess. I was really fucking just like, something happened that day too. Like, people was fucking with me. And, I couldn't do nothing about it. I couldn't do anything about it. And it was just getting me really angry. So I remember I went there and I was like in a mess. And literally, she probably doesn't even realize this. This is probably the best advice and the one of the major things that I take from my experience. And, she just looked at me and was like, Sade, some people are just fucked up. So I was like, yo, you're right. Like, and that shit really stuck out to me. It was just like, some people are just fucked up. And, there's really nothing you can do about it. And it's also not your job to try to figure people's issues out and make them comfortable with you. So that was like kind of like the start of where this all came from. A couple other things that I really took from that experience too was, everybody is doing what they want to do. You either run with them or run against them. Like everybody's doing what they want to do. And that was one thing that I always kind of fell short of, which is doing what I want to do. And that's really because of the fact that I've been concerned with how things look and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Cynthia was really a huge part of every move that I've made, honestly, within the last 2 to 3 years. Every time I'm starting to feel scared or, I feel intimidated by, whatever it is I'm doing, I just realized like I can't control people and everybody's doing what they want to do. And that's what I want you guys to kind of learn from my show and the guests that I bring on here. Everybody's doing what they want to do. And everybody's being, they're good at what they're doing. And consistency is everything. I went from being a teen mom, to working with very successful people, like who would have thought? I know a lot of people, kind of wrote me off a long time ago.
Yeah.
And, maybe I would have had more kids or, wouldn't have lived in the best neighborhoods or whatever the case may be. And, I just want everybody to know, like, whatever it is that you went through or you're going through, like, just keep your head up and just keep fucking going. Honestly, I can't begin to tell you how many people have tried to deter me from, doing things that are good for me, doing things that would benefit me, benefit my family, my child. Just because it's more comfortable for them to see you losing, which I think is kind of whack, but you can't.
The same way people put people on a pedestal, they want to put people under them just to seem like, all right,
yeah.
Well, my life ain't that bad if this person's life is worse. Like,
Yeah.
It's kind of messed up to think like that.
And honestly, like, we got to start like being real with ourselves. I think that was like a major thing for me too. Like, especially during my time in treatment and stuff, I was like, I gotta really start being real with myself. I gotta start telling myself the truth, about like what shit is and stop trying to be like my own lifesaver, so to speak. Like I try to protect my own feelings so much that I lie to myself. And, one thing too, I want to tell you guys, especially just about therapy in general, what you do realize, and I know like my peoples who, what I'm saying, got their shit right, you realize who really has issues. Like when you talk to people who have not sorted things out, like you start to notice stuff and you start to say like, damn, like this person's like dealing with some trauma, or like, damn, you got trust issues. Like, damn, you got a problem with women. Damn, you got a problem with men. Damn, like, you know what I'm saying? You start to like see like people's issues, and then you start to really realize like whose energy you want to share anyway. You feel me? Because like now I'm talking to certain people and I'm just like, yeah, this ain't for me. Like this whole conversation, this whole aura, like this just not where I want to be. And it's because like I have boundaries now, right? Which is something I unfortunately didn't have before. But I'm human. We all human. And one thing I want to tell you guys too is that, don't be afraid. Don't let people dictate your level of success, right? Or dictate who you are. Only you know who you are at the end of the day. I know for a fact, especially, people who have been in my shoes as far as like being a mom, and carrying like a bit of shame about it. I'll be honest, like I hated Mother's Day for years, because my first Mother's Day, nobody told me Happy Mother's Day because people were so in their feelings and upset, right? So, I just want everybody to know that honestly, looking back, I didn't think that I would even be able to take care of myself ever, right? I thought I would always need, some assistance somewhere.
Yeah.
I would always need a man. I would always need, and the feeling of really doing this on my own and the feeling of accomplishing, everything I said I was going to do. And I know I keep saying that, but it's just like so important for me to share that with somebody, just really doing what you said you're going to do. It's a beautiful feeling. I know I'm like wrapping up my season, but this has really been like such an amazing experience for me because this really is the first time that I really went, 100% through with something I said I was going to do and something that I wanted, right?
Something for yourself.
Yes. And you need that. You need to have like your own thing. Like, I don't care if you fucking sing or you rap or, you write, like whatever your thing is, please just do it. You know what I'm saying? And fuck what these people say, because half the people that talk shit, they couldn't do what you do. They don't have the balls to do what you do. they don't have it. They don't have it, because I will tell you, like, I have a newfound respect for people doing this, because it is fucking scary. I'm sure, the thrifties and the non-elegants are having me, I'm floating around in some lost bitches group chat somewhere, somebody's laughing. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do this shit and I'm coming back with fucking season 2. What the fuck is you talking about? Fuck that. And I want everybody to have that same attitude.
Dropping that bomb.
Yo, this bomb has been my shit. Why ain't you been fucking with the bomb more?
Well, there you go.
I should have been fucking. Yo, nah, the bomb is fire. Ah, gosh. I was so like thinking about like, yo, what am I going to say? I think I hit some shit. I think I hit everything.
Yeah.
Well, now is the really good part, guys. I have somebody who is very near and dear to my heart. If you know me, you know that this person is my pride and joy, my baby girl. Who she's a big girl now. I guess she's an adult. That's what she says. But for my last episode, this entire episode, really, I've been talking about my Natalia baby, my girl. And she was so nice enough to clear her schedule, okay? Because she's a busy girl now. She got friends and shit. So she cleared her schedule to wrap up my show. I have invited young Nata in the building. What's up, man? Oh, man. Yo. Purr. Girl, first of all, thank you so much for walking across the room and coming.
You're welcome, Mom. Yeah.
Yo, okay, so tell everybody your name. Tell them where you from, how old you are, what you doing with your life. But not too much. You don't got to give locations, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want nobody pulling up on you and I'm going to go to jail and then it's going to be a problem.
Of course.
Go ahead, Nana.
Okay, so obviously my name is Natalia. I'm 19. I live in Flushing, New York.
Right.
Of course.
Period.
I can tell a lot of people that know my mom have been to my house already, so they already know where I stay at.
Facts. Big facts. Period. Yo, so Natalia, okay. Your friends listen to my show.
Yes, my dear friend Valerie.
Hey, Val. and Susie. Oh, hey, Susie. Susie's Val's my... Okay, so let me tell a real quick story. Oh, my God. First of all, Val's like my other daughter. I love her. It's my daughter's friend. And her and my daughter were in the same daycare. It was like 3 years old, right?
Oh,
so they was in the same daycare. And her mom, Susie, we would run into each other. And you know what, guys? That was like kind of the other thing, because even though I was young, I was still mom gang. You feel me? I was always mom gang. I would always come volunteer, would do little carnival. Remember I went to the carnival at your elementary school, right?
No cap.
Yeah, no cap. So, I would always be mom gang. So, oh my God. So me and Susie got cool. And we would sneak out, we'd put the girls to bed and everything and be like, we would go get 10-cent wings. Fucking beers and shit.
10-cent wings.
Yo, for real. But hey, Susie, hey, Val. Thanks for listening, y'all. I really appreciate that.
Period. Love you guys.
Yo, for real. I love Val. Oh, I miss her.
I miss her too.
I miss her. Okay. So tell me about your life, girl. Talk to us. What you doing with yourself? What you trying to do with yourself?
Well, right now I go to school for nursing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you about to be saving lives. That's what's up.
You know the vibes.
Wait, what was your inspo? Tell everybody your favorite show.
Okay, if I'm gonna be honest, I really had no drive to be a nurse before I started watching one of my favorite shows, Grey's Anatomy. That's one of my favorite shows of all time.
Gosh.
My niece's favorite show is Grey's Anatomy. She's 22.
That's my favorite show. I can rewatch that show a million times.
And there's a million seasons.
Yeah.
There's currently 17.
Okay.
Oh, you know.
17 seasons.
Okay. All right. So you're going to school to be a nurse now. How was school, especially with doing the remote thing? I mean, I know, but tell these people.
I mean, It's good, but I feel like it would probably be easier for me and like other people if it was in person, you know?
Or like hands-on.
Why do you say that?
Yeah, because like some people are hands-on learners and some people are visual learners, you know? And I feel like for me, since like I need like someone to explain something to me thoroughly in order for me to understand it. I have to fully know and I have to see it.
Yeah.
And be able to do stuff with my hands.
Right.
Like whether it's writing a problem down or writing something down. Like in high school, I had a chemistry teacher, Mr. DeMarco, and chemistry was like one of like my worst subjects at the time. But then it got to a point where people in my class would come up to me for answers and say, Natalia, do you know how to answer this? Do you know how to do this? Do you know how to do that? Etc. Because he taught me, he would pull me aside and teach me during class and be like, okay, so here's how you do this.
Right.
And then as soon as he started teaching me and telling me how to do those things, I just got better in chem.
Right. But see, I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm the same way. You can't just tell me like what to do. Like you got to also tell me why. Like I have to know like why whatever you're trying to get me to do makes sense because that's the only way I'm going to get to do it the right way. Does that make sense?
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying?
I need to see it.
Yeah,
I need to be shown how to do it.
Right,
gotta know the how and the why.
Yeah. But Nani's good with that. Oh my God. Speaking of.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna Yo, I'm gonna call her like 20,000 fucking things, y'all. Like I have like 1 million names for you.
I know.
Do you want to go down them or should I?
Oh my gosh.
Okay. We'll be here forever.
Oh
all right. God. So I call you Nana.
Yes.
I call you Nani. I call you Nata. Well, your friends call you Nata.
Yes.
So I started calling her Nata because I wanted to sound cool, but it doesn't sound cool. We used to call you Applehead.
Yes, I remember that.
We used to call you Applehead. Tutti Frutti.
That's the number one.
That is the number one. I think I literally...
That's my name in her phone, guys.
Tutti Frutti.
Tutti Frutti.
Tutti Frutti. I have been called... But all of my friends, like all of my old coworkers and stuff, like everybody knows like, how's Tutti Frutti? Where's Tutti Frutti? Like that's really my Tutti McFruity. Oh my God, you wasn't here, but I also told the story about where I got your name from.
Oh,
yeah. So I didn't name you.
That terrible name.
Nah, bro. You would have been tight?
I would have been tight.
Damn, son.
Somebody would have been calling my name and I would have had to look the other way.
No, you would have changed your shit?
That's not me.
Well, do you like your name?
What, my name now?
Yeah.
Yes, I love my name.
Well, that's cool.
It fits me perfectly.
I would hate to like hate my name. I like my name too. I
think
my
name is cool.
Yeah, I think my name's cool. And I don't really know many like with the R in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Different. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, all right. So, Tutti Frutti, young Nana. What should I call you?
Natalia.
All right, Natalia. All right, so tell me about like your upbringing, right? Like, what do you remember growing up as a kid? Because we're coming from like two different ages, right? So like when I was growing up, you know, like we used to go outside. We used to hang out and have water fights and all that stuff. Like, and I don't really think you guys did much of that growing up, right?
Nah.
So like,
not really.
I mean, what do you feel like you missed out, or do you?
No, I think my childhood was pretty cool. I'm not even gonna lie.
I mean,
I think it was pretty good.
What was your favorite part? What was your favorite age? That's a good question.
Maybe around the time where I was like 8, 9.
Ooh, that's a good age.
Or like 10.
Still
okay, like elementary school.
Okay.
I have a very good memory.
Oh, yeah. She does. Like, okay, so when you were like a senior in elementary, you were like a big elementary. 5th grade. Your school was okay.
That school was trash.
I mean, I didn't like the principal. I wish I would.
Let's not even go
there because we remember. Okay,
I ain't forget.
Okay,
I ain't forget.
Listen, I didn't really like the principal. She was nasty, you know. And you know, my daughter's school was like predominantly Asian, so you know, she was really like one of the only like brown skinned people in there. And And I feel like she definitely treated my daughter very nasty.
Yep.
And I was up there a lot. But anyway, aside from that, we talking about happy shit. Tell me about high school, girl, because in high school my experience was a lot different. But tell me, how did you like high school and where'd you go?
I really liked high school. I'm actually, out of all like the schools,
right,
like elementary school, middle school, I would say high school has to be at least second.
Okay.
And middle school's first.
Oh, you had a good middle school.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What's up?
Middle school was my prime.
For real?
I'm not even going to lie. It was my prime.
Nah.
I loved middle school so much.
That's great. I feel like everybody was like in that weird stage in middle school where you're cute, but you're not. You know what I'm saying? Like you're tall, but you're short.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was like a weird, I liked high school, but okay, tell me why middle school?
Well, there's a lot of reasons why middle school is my favorite because, during those times, I didn't really hit my prime yet, Okay. I still had my gap in my teeth.
Okay, yeah, the braces wasn't in full effect yet. Okay.
I don't know if a lot of people have seen me, but I had my scar on my forehead, and I still have it, and it came from a very embarrassing story, and I really don't want to say it.
Come on, please.
Do I have to?
Yes. Come on.
Oh my God.
You might as well, girl. You brought it up, child.
Okay, fine. So basically, one day it was in 7th grade. It wasn't that cold outside, mind you. It wasn't that cold. It wasn't that cold.
This, bro.
I didn't have my jacket on, and my mom told me before I left the house that day, make sure you wear your jacket. And I didn't wear my jacket because I didn't want to.
She ain't want to.
Because it wasn't cold. It wasn't cold.
Okay.
And I just didn't feel like wearing it that day. And since I didn't wear that day, I went to school. And in my school, and my middle school was JHS 185, Edward Bleecker. Yo,
she flexed at the mic real quick. Okay, go ahead.
And we used to, before we'd go into school, we'd all stand like outside in a line with our classes, like our homerooms, so to say.
Yeah.
And, I was with my friends back there, and I had a water bottle.
The water bottle.
I had a water bottle. And, I was trying to be cool or whatever. So I was throwing it up in the air, trying to catch it. And the one throw, it just took a left turn. I fell. I threw it under my leg.
On her jacket.
Yeah, I threw it under my leg, trying to catch it in the air. Slipped on my jacket and scraped my whole left side of my forehead.
My daughter is a clumsy girl.
My mom had to pick me up from school and take me to the hospital.
I sure did.
Yeah,
I had to take it.
No, thank God.
Thank God. It was bad though. God. And it took years actually to like calm down. I can't see it anymore, honestly. She still sees it. She sees it, but I don't see it. But oh my gosh, so there was this other time. Oh my God, I think I was actually like, Grandma took you to a barbecue or something. Like one of her friends had a barbecue.
Yes, I remember this.
And I was like, all right, cool. So if you're going to take Natalia, I'm outside, right? Yeah. So I went out and I'm chilling. I'm having a good time. And then she calls me and she's like, don't freak out, but I'm going to urgent care. Natalia bust her mouth. I was like, what? So I run over there and we got there like around the same time. And I saw you from like a block and a half away. And I kid you not, you were little. You was maybe like
8, like 7, 8, 9, around there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you was probably a little younger though, Nana, honestly. I think you was probably like 5, 6.
Maybe.
Because you still had those like sandals on.
Oh, yes, I remember.
You was young.
Yeah.
So anyway, I saw her from like a block and a half away. Y'all, I freaked out. Her mouth was like the size of my fist. And I saw it from a block away. And this girl, she's still in play mode. She comes running, Mommy. Like,
I had my hands over my mouth because I was in shock after I fell.
Yeah, girl.
Like, I was so like surprised that I fell that hard. And I just was covering my mouth.
Yeah,
because I was
leaking,
in shock.
I know.
And then as soon as I pulled my hands away, my whole hands were covered in blood.
That's mad crazy.
And it scared me.
Yo, you know what's so crazy though? Like a lot of stuff that happened to you, like in some shape or form happened to me too.
Yes.
Like I busted my mouth, like the same fucking thing, right? Like that's mad crazy though.
And I have a scar on my right knee.
I got a scar on my right knee too.
Told you.
Yo, we're like twins, bro.
I don't even remember how I got that scar.
Really?
I really don't. I probably just fell, but I don't even remember how
You
exactly I got it.
I used to fall a lot too when I was little. I used to fall a lot. All right, well, you know, it sucks you can't really experience like your college years because we're still kind of semi-locked down.
Because of COVID, yeah.
But if you could go away to school, right? Like, what would you want your experience to be? Would you be like a partier?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Of course.
What do you and your friends be doing? Yeah. Like I'm putting her on the spot. I mean,
interview turned into interrogation real quick.
Yo, lock the door. No, the reason why I asked, I'm not like trying to get in your business because you know whatever.
It's okay.
But no, the reason why I asked is like when I was your age, like we was big on like going to the city, going to clubs, and you know all that stuff.
I was outside all the time.
Yeah, I don't see y'all kids doing that. Like,
I mean, we be outside. Sometimes, you know, it depends, depending on the day, the vibe, the time. You know, if it's like a Friday night, we'll most likely sometimes go out depending on either A, who's not busy, or B, if we have anything to do.
Right.
And if we don't have anything to do, we'll usually just either chill at one of our friends' crib.
Yeah. Like
Something
I
simple.
like your friends. I like your friends because y'all not extra.
My beautiful friends, Ashley, Sasha, Sophia, Julian, Chris.
Hey,
I love y'all.
Yo, what is wrong with
my gang?
Yo, so let me ask you another question. Yo, I cannot believe she just shouted out the whole gang.
She took over the podcast.
Oh my God, I forgot my best friend, J-Lo.
Oh, hey, J-Lo. What's up, girl? I love J-Lo. That's my girl. Purr. All right, so Nani Poo, question for you.
Yes, Mom.
You know, a lot of people ask me, or they kind of like make comments more so like, oh my God, like I love you and your daughter's relationship. Y'all so cool. Like, what do you think is like the best part of us? Because, you know, we love each other.
Yes.
We're like lovebirds. Guys, you don't even know. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, answer it. Love you.
What do you mean by the best part?
Like, what do you think is the most important thing that you can like say about a mother-daughter relationship? Like, what do you think is like the key point that people need in order to get along?
Well, you definitely need to have an understanding of one another.
Right.
You know, in certain situations, there may be a time where, you know, your mom feels a certain way about something and you may disagree and feel the opposite way about it. You know? So an understanding is keys to avoid possible confrontation in the future.
Right.
You know, try to have an open mind when speaking to one another. So, you know, like there's no tension.
Right. Right.
Feel me?
Do you feel like, you know, because I know when I was younger, I would think like my parents are like so out of touch and like they're older or whatnot. Do you feel like that plays a part? Like, do you feel like maybe I don't understand like the youth or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Well, that's
I
good.
think you understand it pretty well.
I mean, I think I'm still 25, like in my head, at least. I just can't dance like y'all.
That's okay.
I can't do all that. How do you do that?
I don't even know how I do it myself.
Yeah,
just come
she
to
teach
me,
y'all. She be doing all them TikTok stuff.
Just be coming to me, you know.
Oh, it just be coming to you.
Yeah.
You know what I think of? Like I still can't do. What is that? What is that dance called? The
jig.
I don't know.
The whoa.
The whoa. I still can't do that shit. And I was thinking about like when I was younger and I would like try to teach my mom how to do the heel toe.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's so easy. Like, why can't you do it? So like now I be seeing the time, I'm like, man, yo, teach me how to do that. And like, yo, my body just don't move like that no more.
Yeah.
For real.
No.
So you went low-key viral.
Low-key.
Low-key.
Kinda.
You went low-key viral.
Just a little.
You know, a little TikTok, your little moves and all.
You know.
Can you please teach me?
Teach you what?
Teach me how to do that thing. What I'm doing right now.
I can teach you.
Okay.
Fun fact to everybody. It took my mom a day and a half to learn one TikTok dance that I taught her. I wanted to record it with her. She was like, give me a few days to learn it and then we can do it. I was like,
it was like
great.
4 steps, bro. No, seriously.
Literally, it was like less than 30 seconds long.
But I did it good though.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, I did it the right way. What else? I mean, I don't know. I can't believe you're here. I think I'm just like so excited you're here. Just talk. I just want to listen to you. I just want to look at your face.
That's the motherly vibe.
Just guys, you don't understand. Like I'm so
it.
excited. I'm so excited, young Nana.
Plus, you dyed your hair too, so that's the other thing.
Oh yes, I'm a redhead now, everybody.
Yeah, she's definitely a redhead now.
I love my red hair. Credits to Sade Melinda.
Oh,
Hey,
she dyed your hair. Okay.
She dyed my hair.
She did. She
Sade.
blessed
me.
That's what's up.
Yeah, she did. She did bless her. It looks really good too.
Beautiful.
I can't believe you're getting so old now. Do you plan on moving out?
Not anytime soon.
Good, because I don't think you need to.
Maybe like 25, 24.
25. Would you want to move out of New York?
Yes.
Where would you want to go?
She said that fast.
Either at Georgia, Texas, Florida. I think that's about it. Just Texas,
I
Georgia,
thought you would
Florida,
say LA or something.
or Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yeah, because I have an obsession with horses, and I really want to own a horse in the future.
She's trying to go to spots with some square feet.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You want to really ride. That's what's up.
I've never been a barn.
You know what? You really are like an animal person, though. I've never been like a big animal person. But
I love animals.
You do. So you would own a horse.
I would definitely own a horse.
I think that's dope.
And a dog.
I think you should do that.
I would.
I think that should be like literally on your bucket list. I think that would be really cool. And then I could come visit.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yo, I can't believe my baby's here. I still can't. You know what? I just gotta. Just because. Oh man. All right, baby. Listen, so on my show, I always like wrap it up and I do like a this or that questions. So I got some for you.
Yay.
You want to play?
Yeah.
Yeah, girl. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
All right. All right. So I tried to make it a little new, a little young, a little old, a little like throwback, right? So first I'm gonna ask you, Snapchat or TikTok? Which one is your fave?
Definitely TikTok.
Okay.
100%.
100%. All right. Tell us why.
Please, because I don't have it.
It's just so addicting. Like
I hear that a lot.
Because like it's just like how you scroll through Instagram, you could scroll through TikTok, and on like the For You page, it will show you like a bunch of different videos, whether it's people dancing, some people may be singing, but most of the videos are funny. Like so, it's like. I can't get off of it.
I can't get off of it. I still don't like get TikTok. But you know what? I'm always like late to the wave. Like I think I got Facebook like 5 years after it was popping. Like I always am like late. So I feel like I would get a TikTok maybe like 2 years from now. But I just can't get it. But some of them are funny. But some of them
really funny.
Yeah, but some of them I don't get. Like that's how I be feeling like an old head. Like I don't really get all of them like that.
I still don't understand it. Like, if somebody tried to tell me or like sell to me TikTok, I'm like, okay, like Instagram does the same thing.
Nah, it's different.
Like, for instance, like Snapchat, I get it.
Yeah.
You get pictures, DMs, whatever, going in 24 hours. Mm-hmm. Cool. But what's the difference in TikTok? Like, can you explain to me?
You just old, bro.
We old.
But
yeah, you guys probably wouldn't find the things that like we find funny.
Oh, okay.
You know,
well, excuse me.
Because some of the videos are mostly funny.
She be sending me stuff sometimes, and I'm just like, okay.
Because she doesn't find them funny.
I know.
I think they're hilarious.
Yeah, listen, I know. All right, I got another one for you. What is your preference? Old school music, like stuff I listen to, or new school music, stuff that you listen
old school
to?
Music now?
We are old school music. I'm sorry to break it to you. This is true.
See, I don't know how to answer that question because I like both.
Okay, all right. We can like both.
I like both.
We can like both.
I do a mixture of both when I'm like either on my way to work or whatever.
Okay.
I do a mixture of work.
Yeah, you do have I hear your playlist because you blast it at ridiculous levels.
I have a whole throwback playlist.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, you tell me. Who is your favorite male singer?
Like singer?
Like singer.
Like singer.
Yeah.
Drake's not considered a singer, right?
I mean,
Nah.
I wouldn't.
He's a rapper.
Right? He's a rapper, yeah.
That can sing.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Drake. I'm sorry. He's not a singer.
Sorry,
He is a rapper. But my favorite male singer, see, I don't think I have one. I don't listen to it enough to a point where I have like my favorite. You know,
just like what you like.
There's just some songs that I like, you know?
Okay. So you don't have like an artist that you like? Like where like every time they'll drop an album. Do you guys even listen to fucking albums? Oh my God. See?
Nope. Yeah, just all singles. That's it.
Yeah, when an album drops, I'm like, yes, let me do something that's going to take an hour so I can listen to this shit front to back. But you guys just like, whatever's popping. But it
depends on who it is.
Okay.
It depends on who it is when they drop an album. I'll listen to it depending on how much I care for that person.
Well, what was the last album you listened to?
I think it was Drake's album.
Probably. Yeah, we love Drake, guys.
I love him.
Oh my gosh, we are a Drake household. Oh, we got to talk to them about the concert we went to.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
That was so
much fun.
It was a beautiful day.
We had so much fun. Okay, I don't know if you're going to know this one, but I would hope so. Because if you don't, you're going to embarrass me. But listen, Martin or Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Ooh.
Do you know these shows?
Of course.
Okay, woo, thank you,
Jesus.
Jesus.
Story all about how my life got turned up upside down. And I like to take a second just to sit right here. I know that part is too fast to tell.
I'll get a town called Bel-Air. There we go.
And we got Martin Lawrence.
Yo, word. Okay. Which one you like better?
Okay, I'm gonna say Martin because I watched it more.
Yes. Come on, baby. You my kid. That's right. Martin is fucking funny.
Yeah, Martin is funny.
It is still
But there's
funny
another show I like though.
Which
I
one?
like the Wayans brothers.
Oh, yeah. No, the Wayans brothers is good
That
too.
show's funny.
That
Show's funny.
You know, it's funny too because like, I mean, when it came out, I was young, right? So it's like some of the jokes and stuff I didn't really get until like I rewatched it later. And I'm like, yo, these niggas is funny as hell. That show with Pops was like,
we're
hilarious.
Yeah.
We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
That was a dope show.
Yo, I'm sorry, guys. We're like really goofing off in here. Okay, I got another question for you. Oh my God, where did my thing go? Here we go. Okay, who is your favorite female singer?
Ooh.
Get this right, bro. She's like, what? Come on, answer it.
Are you asking me my favorite female singer, like old school or in like my time?
Just your favorite.
Just your favorite.
I really like Ariana Grande.
Okay, Ariana.
I love Ariana Grande.
Okay, Ariana.
I love her.
Well, you know what's funny? My favorite singer of all time is Mariah Carey.
And they're like twins.
Duh. So you already know. All right, we still vibing, girl. We still vibing. All right, next. Okay. This is TV shows. Power or Snowfall?
Power.
Okay.
100%.
All right, you fucking with ghosts. Okay.
100%.
Okay.
Team Tommy.
What?
Team Tommy.
Team Tommy.
Damn.
For life. Team Tommy.
Yo, I remember. So, okay, me and Natalia, we literally argue about everything, right? But it's like all love. And I remember like back in the day, Empire was big. And she was like Team Empire. And I was like, yo, Empire's trash. Like, Power's so much better. She was like, no, Empire for life. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then I had her start watching Power. Because one thing about her, which I can't do is like binge. Like, I can't like really binge watch like a show.
Binging.
Yeah, like you can like sit your ass down and like.
That's a new thing for the younger generation.
Yeah,
like,
I love
I can do it because I like
binging.
it, but
I can't.
Yeah, like,
it has to be like some killer shit, bro. Like it has to be like some documentary. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something I could binge watch. But Natalia will sit here and like binge watch full seasons and like catch up literally in like 2 weeks.
As if I never saw it.
Exactly. So I had her start watching Power, and then she was like, "Nah, Empire's trash."
No cap.
Nah, Empire was. It got weird.
It had its run.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, the first few
two
seasons were good. Then
you,
after, it just went downhill.
But you know what I hate? What shows do, honestly, which Power did it too, was like when somebody dies and then they bring them back looking just like a real person, but
like
really
a ghost.
Yeah, but it's like you're not a ghost though, because you're real. Like it's not like
ghost.
Yeah, you know. So, do you like the new Power though? The one with Tariq? People have been like,
I have my love-hate relationship with that show because it's good, but I just don't like that Tariq has lived this long. Like, I really don't like it. I don't. He should have died the moment he pulled that trigger. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but
or they should have killed him and then left Ghost. And then made a show about Ghost and what he does. Yeah, but I like the show with Tariq though. It's good. I like it. I like it. Tariq makes me mad sometimes. That's all.
I think Tariq, like you know what it is? I feel like in like the regular Power, like he was being like everybody just wanted him to go like, he's being such a fuckboy, right?
Yeah.
But like he kind of redeemed himself. You know what I'm saying? Now
he killed his father. He did not redeem himself.
Well, okay.
Then he became more like his father.
Yeah, he became his father though.
Yeah, he became more like his father, but then resented him. How you gonna resent somebody and then become that same person?
Listen, I don't know, but Tariq being alive is working.
Now.
Yo, she hates Tariq. Okay, all right. Here's one for you. It's summertime. It's 85 degrees. Are you inside or are you outside?
I'm outside. Period. I ain't gonna be home this summer.
Oh, word?
Nope.
Nah, where you going?
Can
I come?
No.
Damn.
Unless I'm working. If I'm not working, I'm definitely outside.
Damn, son. Yo, my girl's grown, bro. It's over now.
That's what happens.
No cap. Beach, Six Flags, backyard parties, barbecues.
Y'all backyard parties, listen, y'all, whatever backyard parties.
Plus COVID is going away too. Yeah,
What's COVID?
What's COVID? Yeah.
COVID what?
Yo, listen.
COVID who? Right.
COVID who? Huh?
Y'all backyard parties will never touch our backyard parties.
I don't know.
You don't know.
Nah.
You haven't seen it.
Remember, these kids got TikTok, man. Like,
I don't know.
These parties be
crazy.
good.
They be good?
Yeah.
For real?
Movie.
Do y'all be dancing?
Viral.
Do y'all even be dancing? All right, come on. Do y'all be dancing, child?
What do you mean by dancing? You mean like really dancing? Like some like Chris Brown dancing?
No.
Or you mean like just like a little like...
Nah, because like I feel like now since camera phones came out, like nobody danced no more. Like back in the day, like we was dancing at our parties.
Oh yes, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What was the best party you've been to? Tell me.
I mean, the best party I've been to, I plead the fifth.
Wow, bro.
I don't even remember.
Okay.
Not like that. I don't remember. Like, I can't pick one that was like my favorite.
Well, honestly, I don't. Well, from my knowledge, you don't really go to many parties like that.
Because there hasn't been many parties recently.
Oh, so you're talking about like high school stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I just got my new group of friends now. So now I go out more than I usually would have before.
Gosh, she's out all the time. She leaves me all the time. Like, I don't know what happened with my friend. But
I'm sorry.
It's okay, girl. Listen, you gotta live your life, child. I already tell you. Always tell you. Live your life. You know, you're young, you're beautiful. You know, just be safe and text me. Let me know where you are. Every 30 minutes.
Phone call better not ring more than 3 times.
That's a fact.
No
Yo,
cap.
I will call her ass and be like, where are you? Are you coming home? Where are you? Like, I still don't like go to sleep until you get home. I mean, not that you come home crazy late, but it'll be like 11 o'clock and I'm like, where are you?
Yeah, she really doesn't go to sleep until I get home.
Yeah, I don't. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Shit. Sorry, love you. All right, got next question.
Like falling asleep.
I be fighting to sleep. I'm like one eye open, with my bonnet halfway slotted, and I'm
for that door to open.
Home. Yeah, like once, you know what I'm saying. Or if I do fall asleep, like I will wake up in the middle of the night and like just check to make sure you're in the bed. Cause yo, it's scary now, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit be happening. and I want to keep you in the crib, like, you know what I'm saying, on some lame shit. Like, you can go outside, but you know, you gotta come back inside.
No.
What do you mean, nah?
No.
She'll be home at 12. All right, so listen, Lil Uzi or Playboy Cardi. This is your Jen.
It's Lil Uzi. I pick Uzi.
Oh, Lord.
Why do you pick Uzi?
I mean, I listened to Lil Uzi a lot, like back in like 2017, 2016, because that's when it was started to like, I guess, sort of say like blow up or whatever.
Right.
Like he had that one song. I forgot what the name of it's called. I really forgot the name of it. But I used to like that song like really much, like a lot.
Really much. Okay.
A lot.
His main song, you talking about Lil Uzi?
What is the name of that again?
I don't really care if you cry.
Oh, yeah.
XO Tour Life.
Yeah.
It's not the way she looks me.
Yeah, that was when that sad rap came.
Yeah.
I call it the sad rap era.
Him and Triple X.
Oh, yeah.
XX Are you talking about XXX?
No, I know that song's by Lil Uzi verse. Lil Uzi for the XO Tour Life. All my friends.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that sad rap was also with Triple X Tentacion as well.
I didn't really catch on to that. I was still bumping my old shit. Speaking of old shit, Natalia, because all I do is bump music in this crib. Who would you prefer? Oh God, please get this right. All right, Nas or Jay-Z?
Nas.
Oh, you going Queens?
That's right.
At least you know where she's from. Where you from?
Queens get the money.
Hello. Period. All right, at least you know. All right, here's another one for you. Nicki Minaj or Cardi B? Who are you girls listening to these days?
You see, because I like both Cardi and I like Nicki, but for me, I just feel like Cardi speaks more to like the bad bleep vibes, you know, bad bleep energy, you know, with some of her songs.
Okay.
And then Nicki's more of like the you know, like the like the hood side, you know?
like the lyricist.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
We'll take that.
So it's different.
That's what the young
It depends on my vibe.
Okay. Well, okay, here's another question for you. What about Megan Thee Stallion or Cardi B?
Megan.
Oh, okay.
That's because you trying to get a hot girl summer. That's why.
Oh, such a little hot ass damn. Okay, so Megan's like your favorite.
Yeah,
your favorite
I like
female.
Megan. She's good. I like a lot of her
Megan
songs.
too. She's cute. I really like her. Okay, what about Lil Baby or The Baby?
The Baby. The Baby.
Why?
I like The Baby.
You do? Why? You like how he... Oh my gosh, speaking of... Okay, so guys, my daughter like begs me to go to this freaking... What was it? Like a festival or something,
Rolling Loud.
We went to Rolling Loud, y'all. Oh my God, can I tell y'all about this time? So it was like on a Saturday and Sunday, right?
Yeah.
So it was Friday. And Natalia texted me. Mind you, I ain't gonna lie. It was after work. I was gonna get some drinks. I was minding my business. So she hits me. She's like, Mom, can we please go? I really, really want to go. And I was just like, you know, whatever. I think it was a couple $100 too. It was expensive. And I was like, bro, seriously, like all of that shit, like you don't even know everybody. There's mad bread to be blah. She's like, no, let's do it. And I was like, yo, ain't your friends going? And she was like, yeah, my friends are going, but I want to go with you. And I was like, I was, you know what I mean? Like, so it tugged on my heartstrings. So I was like, all right, fuck it. Here I go on freaking StubHub. Like literally, like I'm in a bar, I'm in a spot, you feel me? Doing my thing. And here I am buying wristbands and shit.
And I got that screenshot back. I was like, yes, sir.
Yo, I sent her the screenshot. I was like, yo, it's done.
Period.
So boom. So we go the next day. Yo, the first day we had fun.
The first day was the best day.
Fire.
I'm not even gonna lie.
We saw the baby. That's what made me think about it. We saw the baby. We got pretty close.
Yeah, we saw Meek Mill.
We saw Meek. Oh, remember? So we had to do because it was different stages, right? So it was either we saw Meek or we saw
Travis
Scott.
Damn, I wish I kind of wanted to see Travis too. I wish I could see both of them.
But we didn't go over there for safety reasons.
That's true. That's very true too. I would have got toppled or something.
No, the mosh pits were really bad.
They be dangerous.
Yeah, the mosh pits is bad.
I don't want anybody touching me.
That's a fact. And there was like a bunch of drunk kids, high kids everywhere. And one thing about my daughter, she do not play about me, okay? Because she was like, be pushing my mom.
Nah, for real. Somebody was bugging that day.
Yeah, she was like, don't push my mom. I was like, yo, chill, young blood. You know what I'm saying? Like, chill.
They bumped into her. I was like, excuse you.
Right, exactly. But it was like, and we already knew like the Travis Scott set was going to be too wild. We was really getting trampled. It became to the point where like it wasn't fun anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like we couldn't even have a good time. But we saw them. We also saw that the dude who sings like Big Drip. Remember?
Favi.
Favi. There we go. That was when that song wasn't even like. I think that was like one of the first times I heard it. But I was like, yo, you played a song in the house. Like I didn't even know what it was. It wound up being a real big song. So we saw him. Who else we saw?
We saw Moneybagg Yo.
Oh, right.
Blueface.
Oh, Blueface. He jumped in the crowd right on us.
Right on
That was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. Yeah, we saw a couple people. Then we went back the next day.
The next day was trash.
The next day was trash. Yeah, we didn't really have so much fun. Like we would literally was just looking at each other like, are you ready? And I was like, yeah, let's go.
Because the view we had the first day was like, you couldn't top that. Yeah, like, we was right on the barricades in the front, so I could see everything. And I'm short; I'm 5 feet tall, so I can't see much from all the way in the back. And since I can't see, I'm not gonna really enjoy it. Because if I want to hear that person sing that song, I could easily play it on my phone.
Right?
Like I bought tickets to see these people. Like I want to be able to see them physically.
Right.
It doesn't have to be up close in their face, but at least
you want to see them.
Yeah, at least see them.
Yeah.
Some of them were looking like little specimens because they were so far away and I'm so short. So
and the closer you get, the chances of you getting toppled. Like, yo, there were people being dragged out by like EMS.
Yeah.
Because they were getting crushed on the gate. Like, it was scary after a while. I was like, oh, nah, this, you know what I'm saying? They doing too much over here.
But then luckily our side was good. Because when we were in the front, we had enough space. We had breathing room. Yeah. We had space so we could actually enjoy it.
I had mad fun. That was fun. I'm glad I did that.
Yes.
And then our other concert that we went to the Scorpion tour.
Yes, that concert was valid.
Yo, the Drake and Migos tour.
And featuring a little Cardi.
Oh, yeah. That's right. We got to drop a bomb. Yo, when I tell, me and my daughter had the bomb time. We went to the one, I think we went to MSG, right? Yeah, we went to the Garden to see them because I went to that concert twice. I went with you one time and then I went with my homies the next time. But I went that one time, me and her went, and like the first thing we did, we loaded up on mad merch and shit like that. We got tees and hoodies and shit. And oh my God, and we had some really good seats. The seats were good.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, that was like probably one of my best times with you, bro.
I recorded every single song at that concert.
She has like 4 hours of footage. That was fun. Okay, so speaking of Drake, because we are a Drake family here,
yes.
I couldn't think of anybody, Drake or who.
Drake or nobody.
Period. That's what I'm talking about.
Drake
or nobody. That's it.
Wow.
Drake or nobody.
I don't know if a lot of people know this, but the way you know how I'm a hardcore Drake fan is that I even watched him on Degrassi.
Oh,
not many people knew he was on Degrassi.
Okay, so you were a first timer. You were loyal day one. No, I love.
So you calling about wheelchair Jimmy?
Yes, sir. Who got shot in the back.
Oh, shit. Yo, I never watched Degrassi. I
That's
missed that
crazy.
wave. I know, I missed that wave.
My niece tried to get me to watch it while she was growing up the whole time. So that's how I know about that.
That show's good, though.
Word?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll double back because I love Drake.
I ain't watched like a full episode. I just know about it.
Yeah, no, I know about it too.
I used to binge watch it like a few months ago. I used to see it, just sit down in the living room and just watch it nonstop. But then he left after a few seasons. And you know what else is interesting?
What?
I was looking it up, like why he left. And it was because he's like supposedly said that like one day when he got to set, his like everybody's like the old cast's dressing rooms were all just taken by new people.
Oh wow!
And they didn't even say nothing to them, so
Ooh,
they
you
basically
caught
got
the
cut.
tea?
Yeah,
Damn, girl.
they basically got cut and
Damn.
didn't even say nothing.
They cut Drake.
How you gonna cut Drake? They probably felt dumb after that.
I would feel dumb. Shit, it's Drake. All right, I got another one. Oh, here's a little fashion question, girl. What y'all girls like wearing? So, do you like Fashion Nova or Pretty Little Thing?
Neither. I like Shein.
Oh, okay. She
Shein,
balling on a
neither.
budget. That's right,
Shein.
girl. That's
Shein.
Okay, balling on a budget. Shein got nice shit and it's cheap as fuck. I like Shein. Just a little cute little. You need a little something. Shein is good.
Get a lot of items for not that much money.
Right. Okay, girl. Look at you. That's what I'm talking about.
Whereas
You find that
Fashion
frugal
Nova,
child.
you'll be able to get like 3 pairs of shorts for like $200.
Yeah, right. Goodbye,
That's
Fashion
terrible.
Nova. Bye. All right. I have another question for you. This is a food question.
Ooh, food.
Yes. So, if I don't think I mentioned it here yet, but I'm going to start some cooking stuff. And what is your favorite dish that I make? If you want to give the top 5.
Okay,
Because I need some ideas for my other projects.
Okay, top 5
Top
is
5, top 5,
definitely
top 5.
would be the ziti my mom makes.
Okay.
The buffalo chicken pasta.
Fire.
That's undefeatable. That's good. And then the shrimp butter garlic pasta, that what it's called?
Yeah, like shrimp linguine.
Shrimp linguine with the angel hair noodles.
Fire. Okay.
Specifically the angel hair noodles.
Okay, she likes angel hair, guys.
That's good.
Okay, and
and
what
the
else?
salmon with she makes rice with it and like a vegetable or something.
Mhm.
That's really good. And curry chicken.
Oh yeah, my curry chicken's fire.
It's good.
And I'm American.
It's fire.
Okay, so do you like to cook? Well, Natalia really is the breakfast person. She does breakfast really good. Natalia's pancakes, y'all, are like...
Shout out to my friends when I made like at least 10 people pancakes in Pennsylvania.
That's right. She went on a little trip, had the breakfast poppin'. Okay, so what is your favorite thing to make aside from pancakes? Since I already blew that up.
Like dinner wise, or
Yeah,
like
dinner wise.
I think pasta, because that's just the easiest for me to follow to make it.
You make
like,
a pasta.
You can't really mess pasta up.
I mean, you can.
Not really. It's not going to be messed up to a point where it's like not eatable.
Well,
unless you like have no brain, you can't make pasta. But if you know how to make it,
brain.
you just can't add like the spices and everything in it, so you can like spice it up. That's different.
Right.
But the basis of making pasta is pretty self-explanatory.
Kind of. But you'd be surprised, girl.
I know.
You'd be surprised.
No, I know.
All right. I have a last question for you. And this is like a deeper question.
Yes.
Just to see where your head is at.
Yes.
When it comes to your relationships with friends or whatever it is, right? What is more important to you? Is it loyalty or is it respect?
Both. You can't have one without the other.
That's a fact. It
just doesn't work that way.
And the reason why I asked you that too is because one thing I do notice about you is that you are a really good friend. Like I see you with your peoples.
Thank you.
She shouted out a whole gang. You know what I'm saying? Didn't miss a beat, but you're a very loyal person. You know what I'm saying?
I very much am.
Yeah, you are. And I want you to stay that way.
When it comes to my friends.
Well, when it comes to anybody.
I ride.
Yeah, no, you're definitely a rider. But just anywhere in your life, just stay that way.
Yes.
And be loyal. And, a little earlier I was talking about just doing whatever you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And being who you want to be. And, I want to take this time to tell you that I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, Mom.
And you're welcome. I'm so proud of you. You came a long way. I came a long way. And look at us now. So,
yes, ma'am.
I love you so much. Stay grinding. Stay in school, baby girl. Stay working. Get this money, get that education. You're going to go far, babe.
Mm-hmm.
I love you so much.
I love you too, Mommy.
All right, sweetie pie. All right, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed my special guest today. Again, thank you, Strife, so much. And thank everybody for listening, and really being a part of this little step that I took. I appreciate everybody who subscribed, everyone who told a friend to tell a friend, everybody who bought my shirts, you know what I'm saying? Like just everybody who supported me. And, I can't even begin to tell you guys like the kind words that I get on a daily basis, So I just really want to say thank you guys. I also want to say, just whatever it is that you're doing, keep going. Don't stop. Don't let nobody stop you.
Period.
Don't let, exactly. There you go, Nani. You my fucking hype man, bro. That's
Period.
right, girl. You feel me? Don't let anybody stop you. You could do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? They counted me out. They counted a bunch of us out.
Skies are the limits.
That's a fact. All the time. You know what I'm saying? This is something that I tell my daughter. You could do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Ain't shit out here that's going to stop you. And thank you guys. Again, thank you so much for listening. I'll talk to y'all soon. We'll be back with season 2. And this is the Chillery Bank Show. Wrapping up. Take care.
Bye.
Later.